I get intellectually that difficult people in my past were doing the best that they could given their own level of understanding. But that doesn't bring me the experience of being done with the angst, bitterness or sadness that arises for me when they come to mind. I still feel a beat of anxiety when the name of a former colleague who bullied me comes up in my email list, and I still feel sad and angry on the rare occasions I think of my ex. In both cases, the harm that was done to me doesn't feel innocent. I avoid any interaction with my former colleague, but sense that if I were truly living from my wisdom, I should be able to interact with him serenely. Is that right? Thank you. Thank you. And I've so much to say about this. The big one there that's that's all encompassing this entire question is that word again, isn't it? Should. Honestly, any time you catch yourself saying anything mentally or out loud that involves the word should, that's like a big red flag. It's a big red flag. It's the thought system klaxon going off. Emergency, thought system activated, because this is the domain of shoulds. There are no shoulds. Life doesn't have shoulds. Life does not have shoulds. And I suspect that, thank you so much for sending in that question, because I suspect that's really going to resonate with a lot of people, and it's another reason why, there is nothing you should do as a result of coming to Wellbeing Wednesdays. There's nothing that you should do as a result of listening to stuff about the inside out understanding and the 3 principles, and none of this means that you should put up with things. So the whole I avoid any interaction with my former colleague, well, yeah, I think I'd probably do the same. Why, we're back to Richard Carlson's first reading, aren't we? Why it's insanity to keep doing that. But this notion that oh well, it's so sneaky and it's so tiresome when it bangs on like this. I'm not doing this right. I should be. If only I could see something more deeply, then I'd be having a different experience right now. And all of that is just what a mind does. All of that is actually a mind having a conversation with itself. It's having a conversation with itself. It's got nothing to do with who you really are. You're pure presence. You're pure consciousness. You are innate health. You are love. You are compassion. And then there's this going. So the word should, big old red flag. Okay, that's the first thing. And then when I heard I get intellectually that, difficult people in the past were doing their best. That doesn't bring me the experience of being done with the angst, bitterness and sadness. Well, what if angst, bitterness and sadness is just humanity manifest? I mean, again, where's the problem there? Where's the problem? That to me, when I hear that, that's a mind. That's a mind saying, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this experience. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling. Make it go away." Again, it's talking to itself. It's talking to itself. So, maybe that's one for the old Michael Neal trick of not even trying to identify any thoughts here, or to turn our attention away from the thoughts and bring it back to the feeling. Where's the feeling? Where's the feeling in our body? What does it feel like? And just really focus on that and just see how long it lasts for. I still feel a beat of anxiety when the name of a former colleague who bullied me comes up in my email list, and I feel sad and angry on the rare occasions I think of my ex-husband. Again, where's the problem there? Where's the problem there? Could that not be a problem? Could that be seen as the activity of a mind? Could the anxiety be seen as a helpful reminder that we've slipped out of life, we've slipped out of the flow of life, we've slipped out of the now, that our attention is being pulled away from life by the activity of the mind? What if that's what the anxiety was telling you? What if the sadness and the anger was a very, very helpful reminder that right now, that you're, again, not in reality, that you're not in life, that you're not now, that you've been distracted from your divinity by your humanity? It takes on a completely different characteristic then. Doesn't seem to be so much of a problem, and we can really embrace our humanity. We can really throw ourselves in to all of these emotions, knowing that ultimately they're harmless and they're made of thought and that they'll pass on through. Because what we resist persists. We know that, don't we? And so if we're resisting angst and bitterness and sadness, then there's every chance that it will persist. But for me, the biggie there is the word should. There's no should. Should's a big red flag that says, hey buddy, your thought system's going bonkers here. Come back to life. It's awesome. So I hope that was helpful.